Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Sykov pistol, which is coming to Warzone. And pretty much based on all the data I was able to collect about it, it's going to be the most broken close quarter thing that we've ever had. Very close to the snake shot for how instantly it's going to be able to down players. We're going to talk a little bit about how you can go ahead and unlock it, how you can test it out for yourself, and when to expect it. If you enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Let's go ahead and get into it. So when it comes to this overall menu, you can see above my webcam, there's this blinking dot right here. There's a green indicator that you have something new in the menu. You can see it right here, right above boot camp, right below my actual rank and stuff like that. If you have that on your screen, that means you have unlocked at least one of the 3 new weapons coming to Warzone, and maybe Modern Warfare for that matter. We're not 100% sure, but more than likely that's kind of how it'll work. You have an SMG, which seems like it's going to be decent. Haven't done enough testing on that one yet. We got the Sykov pistol, which seems like it's going to be completely overpowered. And then we have this Royale LMG, which I'm not really sure on either. I haven't done really any testing. The main thing I wanted to focus on here is how do you know when you've unlocked it? And if you want to see if you have it, I would go to co-op. And then within the co-op, you can go to private match, set it to survival. And then when you actually go to get a weapon, you can go ahead and check the box and it'll be all the way at the bottom for all of those categories. So either SMGs, pistols, or LMGs, and you'll be able to find it there. And it'll tell you the specific challenge. The challenges don't actually track, but once you've completed all of them, the weapon does unlock. When it comes to the pistol, you just need 4 pistol kills in a single match, 5 different times. So you can get 4 kills, leave the match, 4 kills, leave the match. You can repeat this. And then after you've done it for 5 matches, it should be available in the private match. And that's kind of what you see in the background, me using it there. And what I did want to talk about is why I think it's going to be completely broken. One thing that Modern Warfare has done when it's attachments, it's made them fairly balanced and fairly consistent across the board for all of the pistols. Pretty much how they've done it is the Deagle and the Magnum have the same damage values no matter where you hit them. They pretty much match each other. Big difference is fire rate, reload speed, those variables, and how easy the weapons are to use. When it comes to all of the other Modern Warfare pistols, they pretty much have the exact same values with just different various damage range drop-offs. But in terms of Warzone, really the only thing that matters with the pistols is being able to run them akimbo. And then the fire rate, reload, hip fire spread, we're all going to be using the exact same class setups that we've seen with all these other ones. And then they nerf them to the ground, and then people go ahead and go back to an SMG meta. But this is going to be completely broken for a couple different reasons. So this thing actually has 3 different attachments that are going to make it pretty much overpowered. One is it has an 80 round mag, which isn't really a big deal. If this thing shoots pellets at you, it's not really going to do a lot of damage. So we're going to find out the damage values, but if they're mimicking what we've seen before, it's going to be insane. And you'll be able to look at the numbers right now. We'll go ahead and check them out on my spreadsheet. So that's attachment number 1, 80 round mag. Attachment number 2 is a fully automatic, so you're not going to even have to tap them. You're just going to be able to fire full auto, and I've been able to figure out the fire rate on that. And the third thing is to run them akimbo. So pretty much the thing that akimbo is going to do is they're going to take away your ability to aim down sight. You don't have to worry about ADS penalties. Everything can go to sprint to fire if you have those spots available, and tightening that hip fire spread so you get as much accuracy as possible. And when we're looking at the data here, it's pretty bad. So let's go ahead and look it up on screen. I'll go ahead and show you guys here. So here's the damage values for all of the various pistols. We have the X16, 1911, Magnum, M19, the Deagle, the Renetti, and the Sykov. And I have this in green here because I haven't actually been able to test it fully, but I'm going to tell you why that doesn't even matter in terms of the time to kill, because of how broken this thing is going to be. So normally what we have is the different damage values here. We have the head, upper torso, lower torso. For the Magnum and the Deagle, they pretty much have the same no matter where you hit on the torso. Then we have limb damage. Obviously this is close, medium, far for these various damage drop-offs. This is going to be the rate of fire for those individual weapons. And then we have the shots to kill. Slow, it's basically taking the closest limb. If you only hit limbs point blank, what is the maximum number of shots to kill? 8, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8, 8. Straightforward. You multiply this out and you end up getting the TTK with the rate of fire. And then when you're in akimbo, you're firing twice as fast, even though each one's only firing the same amount. It ends up firing twice as fast because now you have 2 weapons. So you cut the TTK in half. It's still the same number of shots, but the rate of fire have essentially doubled. We have the shots to kill for the chest or torso. I went with the upper torso is chest. Lower torso is stomach. And then we have the headshots. If you were just like, it automatically locked onto the head and got every bullet point blank barrel stuffed. So if we're looking at the trends of what they've done with the rest of the pistols, pretty much all the damage values are the exact same for the 9mm type weapons that we're used to. So if we use those data values, we use the 80 round mag, and it takes about 5 1/3 seconds to actually fire this, which gives us a rate of fire between 894 and 900. So I put 897 as an average. If we do the math there, you end up with the TTK of 468. That is the slowest TTK point blank for the number of damage, just because that rate of fire is insane, because you're talking close to 1800 rate of fire when you're firing 2 of them. On top of that, when you do a Kimbo, that brings it down to 234. Shots to kill, if you get some chest shots in the mix and it's all chest shots, the TTK comes down to 167 akimbo, because that's pretty much how you're going to use them. You could use it single fire. If it is legitimately this broken, it will be the single fire option if you want to feel a little bit closer to that short to a little bit shorter medium range. It doesn't have to be point blank where you're going to barrel stuff them like a shotgun. This TTK is nuts, considering the fastest, the good SMGs right now, Mac 10 is right around 500 with the MP5's Cold War and Modern Warfare version. Akimbo 167. You'll obviously lose the aim down sight, but it's completely broken. And if you manage to pull off some headshots, you could get 100 TTK, which would be insane, but it is what it is. Even 200 for headshots, if you automatically, you're going to be deleting people. So let's say that these aren't the damage values. They've doubled the rate of fire, or more than doubled it. But let's say they make it a potato gun where you got to land twice as many bullets. So let's just double the TTK and see where it sits. So even the slow TTK with the Kimbo, it's going to kill faster than the Mac 10, Cold War MP5, and the regular MP5. And this actually puts it in line with the FFAR at point blank range if you're only hitting limbs. Keep that in mind, only limbs. If you get some chest shots in the mix, you can get a TTK of 334, which is insanely fast. And then if you manage to get only headshots, still 201. So even at the slower TTK, if the damage value was half, pretty much half of all the other pistols that are in the game, it would still have the most broken TTK. And knowing how they like to balance guns, this thing's going to be insane. So if you're looking to unlock it, go ahead and feel free to unlock it. If you want to level up, do at your own risk, because what they did the same thing with the Street Sweeper. They relocked it and they made you re-level it up. So I would really, if you want to go for it, test it out yourself. You can do that in Survival, which is available on all platforms. If not, you can wait till the Season 2 drops. Hopefully that's when they're going to drop it. Maybe they're going to drop it then. We don't 100% know, but you can see this number right here is just stupid. It's a stupidly low number, even at half the damage value, and using common sense, they're going to put it broken. They'll probably have an item in the store where you can buy it. It's already going to be built out with the auto fire, 80 round mag, and akimbo. We already know this. We've been playing the game for a year now. We know how Activision likes to handle business. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, learned something new. If you did, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Do appreciate all supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.